With most new computers, what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of what's called bloatware on a computer. Now, bloatware is something that a manufacturer has been paid by a software company to put their software on this new computer. So what I mean by that is, here I will show you an example. So Candy Crush Saga. This was automatically installed on a lot of computers when they come out. And although it's not a bad program, like it's not something to be worried about with security or anything, it is really annoying. So on Windows 10, the nice thing is you are able to just right click in this menu, and if you don't want it, you can just uninstall it right there. Now this isn't the case with most of the programs. Like a lot of them, you're just gonna have to go straight into the control panel to remove them from your computer. But stuff like this, uninstall, yes, uninstall, and that way you can get rid of them. So since I have a bunch of browsers installed, what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll show you how to uninstall something from Windows 10. The way I like to do it is I like to go through, I'll go to File Explorer, which is normally going to be on your desktop. Select this little arrow right here. Scroll down to Control Panel. It's going to be just like Windows 7 and I think partially like Windows XP. I can't remember though, that was before my time. So I'm going to then go to Uninstall a Program, and as you can see there's like literally nothing installed on this. And I'm going to uninstall Firefox. So I'll just select uninstall. Yes. The uninstaller will run. And then, as soon as it's done, it'll generally, for some software, it'll prompt you to restart your computer in order for the settings to take effect, or the changes to take effect. Generally, that's not going to be the case with a browser or simple little programs such as Candy Crush Saga or the Xbox app. Now, generally, I would just leave the Xbox app on there because it is part of Microsoft's system, so it is pretty much built into the operating system itself from what I've gathered. You can, if it gives you the option, then you can just uninstall it. Yeah, but like with this guy, it doesn't actually give you the option. So what you can do is you can also just unpin from start. So for anything that you don't want showing on this menu, you can just unpin. Like if you're not going to use it, then you can just unpin it. And what we can go through, since we're on the same note of programs, is we'll go through the Microsoft Store. So the Microsoft Store is kind of like your Google Play Store or your whatever Apple has. What is that? The App Store, I believe. So what it allows you to do is just get applications for your PC, such as the little games that you can play. You can even go through and purchase movies on here, or if you have a specific program in mind, a lot of them are going to be here on the Microsoft Store. So there are some popular things such as antiviruses, iTunes, video players, Instagram and social media, shortcuts, stuff like that. I generally just go online to download it, but this is an easy way to do it if you sign in with your Microsoft account. And Netflix is a good one to have. That's just a personal opinion. So I don't need any of these, so I am going to get out of it. So one of the softwares that I do recommend with a new computer is a free program called Ccleaner. Ccleaner is a program that allows you to go through and clean up your computer whenever you want. I generally have Ccleaner run on my computer about once a week. So what it does is it'll go through all the programs that you have that are going to be storing a lot of junk files, such as the main system of the computer, any recent files you've opened in the Windows Explorer, and any of your browsers that you have that you've recently opened. You can go through and clear out those. So there's two tabs here. The applications is going to show the non-previously installed in Windows applications, such as third-party software. And then the Windows version is just going to be the stuff that's built into Windows. So what you can do is you can run the analyzer. It's going to check, see what's on the computer, and because I had Google Chrome open, it'll say, oh, there's 230 megabytes of junk that you need to remove. Why is my mouse doing this? So what I can do is I can run the cleaner. Yes, I wish to clean my computer. So it'll go through, clean up all the garbage that you got, and then you can go through and either close it and go about your day, or you can run the registry check, which goes through and makes sure that everything is working properly, such as your icons for programs or programs in general, making sure that the path is right to proper items on your computer. Ooh. So right here, so this is all the items that the registry cleaner will check for. So this is a helpful tool because a lot of times when your computer starts running slower and stuff like that, it's generally going to be because you've got a bunch of registry issues going on. So using a tool like this to scan and fix registry errors is a good idea. Now I'm probably not going to have much, if anything, on here, but as you can see, since I just uninstalled Firefox, there was a bunch of stuff in the registry that belonged to that program. Now since it's no longer there, it's caused an issue in the sense of it doesn't know where it is. So what we can do is we can use this to fully clean up all of the Firefox data. So right here what we have is a file I created in Documents called regedit, and this is where I save all the files from my registry changes. Just in case something happens, I want to make sure that I have a copy of the registry so that I can go through and fix my registry if needed. So I'll save a copy of it, fix selected issues, close, and we are done with that. So Pureform is the creator of Ccleaner, and they have a lot of good items available. They have a couple items, and we can actually go to their website. Ccleaner is free to use. There is a paid version of it where you can go through and get premium updates. You get a couple more features. Google Chrome isn't loading. There we go. And then there's also a couple other programs. So we'll go to their website really quick and I'll show you what kind of programs are on there, because they are very helpful, and especially being free, it's kind of hard to beat that price. So what we'll do is I'll just scroll over this guy, and so these are the different programs they got: Ccleaner, Defraggler, Recuva, Spacey, and then you can download this for Apple OS as well as Android OS. So Defraggler is kind of like a program that is built into Windows called Defrag. So the only difference is this guy is a little more user-friendly than going through the settings, admin tools, blah, 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 blah. So this you can just have right on your desktop. Now for a lot of newer computers running SSDs, this is not something that you would want to download, such as my computer is running an SSD. So I would not download this because it can cause issues with my hard drive. But what I would download is Recuva. So what this guy is this is a software that can go through and find deleted files. Now, let's say you have a computer that's really old and that's why you replaced it, and for some reason there's a bunch of stuff on your old computer that has gone missing. What you can do is you can load up this program and scan for files that have been deleted, and maybe, you know, not just deleted but lost because of a hard drive issue. And this can generally go through and find those files for you to recover. So it's a really good program. It is free. Now the other option is that you do pay the $20 for it, and you do get some better options, like you get the full recovery, automatic updates, and then, you know, you get a bunch of users on it. So there are specifications that limit the kind of computer you can install it on, but the system requirements are pretty much anything within the last 10 years, so that's pretty good. And then the last one that I'll go to is Spacey. So this is going to be for someone who likes to go through and see what their system is running, like what's running on their PC. So Spacey is, I was hoping they had a picture, but I guess not. So it shows RAM usage, CPU usage, hard drive usage, heat coming off of your CPU and RAM and stuff like that. So this is pretty cool if you want to see all the internal workings of your computer and how they're functioning. So that's pretty much what I got for this right now. A future video, I'm going to go over some different antiviruses and the difference between paid and free antiviruses, and why you should go with a paid version. So if you have any questions or you'd like to see anything specific, let me know.